on the mighty Excel. He's a giant sport fisher with a badass crew. I promise that everything I tell you here is true. It was a full 2 days since we left the docks. Woke up this morning at Alijos Rocks. There was tuna everywhere and they were ready to bite, but I wouldn't toss the line unless you're ready to fight. Wahoo was slamming jigs on the troll, crashing on the bomb, that's just how they roll. The mighty X, the biggest boat in the fleet, taking new spots that no one else can reach. Wahoo, Tuna, giant yellowtail, fish so strong they'll pin you to the rail. Fight the good fight and get the beast on deck, that's how we do it on the mighty X. Mike's on the wheel, Kyle's on the deck, Yuli's gaffing hogs, Boots is putting them in check. Zach is in the kitchen cooking 5-star meals. These pros get her done and that's the freaking deal. The mighty X, the biggest boat in the fleet.
That's a big one. Nice. Say hey to my mom.
So we're here on the cell, and it's a pretty wide open stream. Bike would have to stay really good. I'm gonna have to throw out my into 10-4, 4-4-6 all the rods. Two rods like I'm fishing with. Half of those shooting off of California, Parakeet and Bonita. I compared with this old reel, 229. I got 25-pound line on, now I'm probably gonna get stuck.
Pick a bait. We're gonna butt hook this bait. So we got this little circle hook. There he is. We're gonna dump out what's left. Let's send her out.
That was had an earth fish. And that's definitely a fish.
Oh shit, I'm the new one.
Yeah.
And the short stick.
That's right.
Come back this way, sir.
I can feel his line. Duck down if you can. Duck down. There we go.
Coming over, guys.
Norris. The tuna are biting out there. We're gonna throw it out there on the Proteus. The Proteus rod with the Lexa. that out. That thing. Let's give it a shot.
I would have not been able to catch that.
I can't get a real cast off. I'm afraid that thing's gonna go flying out there.
I would not have been able to catch it anyways.
I'm gonna have to stand like way back there. I just don't want to hook somebody. So it's kind of on there, but.
Oh, I think you're good.
You think so?
I think you're good.
Oh, there it is.
That didn't take long.
I know. There we go. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a shot down the rail. I'm looking at the. Yeah. I want to get you guys in there. Shot here. Spin this around here. Yep.
So you wait.
There it is.
How's the fish coming over, guys? Come there, right there, right there. I'm gonna put it up here.
Yeah, look at that popper on the Proteus rig. Get up there next to it, I'll get it. Yeah.
Oh, there goes the sun.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, slide over slightly that way. Yeah, keep going, keep going. There you go. Let me get a little video shot. Oh, that's great.
Mountain Dew. We have Sierra Mist.
Once we get there, we might put the jigs out, trolling around. I'll see what the water looks like. If it's kind of green and off color, we'll just try to anchor up. But if it's like blue, decent blue, there might be some chance of wahoo.
Yeah, if I'm wearing gloves during the trip, I make sure I have water.
So I got the little round of box here. You can see this is a big jig. It's got a big bill. This thing runs deep. Wahoo is the target species. We're gonna pair this up with a piece of wire here. Maybe drag it behind the boat once we get into the wahoo zone. See how it does, but you can see that's a nice lure. The bright pink mackerel. Let's see how it goes.
Let's go! Oh yeah! Coming back.
Wahoo coming over.
Coming over. Watch out, guys.
Nice. Boy, look at that. That is one meaty chunk right there.
Mike's on the wheel, Kyle's on the deck. Yuli's gaffing hogs, Boots is putting them in check. Zach is in the kitchen cooking 5-star meals. These pros get her done and that's the freaking deal. The Mighty X, the biggest boat in the fleet, taking new spots that no one else can reach. Wahoo, Tuna, giant Yellowtail, fish so strong they'll pin you to the rail. Fight the good fight and get the beast on deck. That's how we do it on the Mighty X. Get your ass up on deck, cause we're fishing on the X. Cause we're fishing on the X. Get your ass up on deck, cause we're fishing on the X. Cause we're fishing on the X.
Hey, what's up? Sean Sullivan here, aka Sully, and I just got off the Excel, an 8-day trip where we had phenomenal fishing, and I want to talk to you about some of the gear that I used on this trip. I hope you took a second to check out our video on YouTube, showed some highlights of the trip, and I want to tell you about some of the equipment I used personally to have success on this trip. We had wide open yellowfin tuna fishing. We also got some yellowtail. We got some wahoo, a few other species, but we're mainly going to focus on the yellowfin tuna, the wahoo, and the yellowtail right now, which the fishing was phenomenal. This time of year, anytime you go offshore, especially down in the Mexican waters, you generally have good luck on these species, and this trip was no different. So first of all, I want to talk to you about my primary rod and reel setup I used. First of all, the rod I used, this is the DAIWA Proteus rod. The one I used was the DAIWA 810 Heavy. Incredible fishing rod. A great all-around rod, especially when paired with this reel. This is the DAIWA LEXA 500. This is the XH-P. I want to unbox this and show you what makes this reel so special. This reel in particular, this reel is 8-to-1 gear ratio. That means it does 8 rotations for every turn of the handle. That is extremely fast, probably the fastest reel on the market right now for offshore fishing. This reel, when paired with the Proteus 810 Heavy, is an incredible setup for offshore fishing. I would venture to say that it's probably one of the best all-around offshore setups that you can possibly own right now. Everything from calico bass up to tuna well over 100 pounds, up into 150 pound. I like to put 60 pound on here. Some people fish as high as 80 or 100. It works fine. This reel geared up with this rod is an incredible setup. If you had to pick one rod to fish with offshore from San Diego all the way to Cabo, I would say this was the setup. The Lexa 500 with the 8-to-1 gear ratio combined with this Proteus 810 Heavy rod, incredible, can't be beat for offshore fishing right now. Now, what was I using to catch these fish? Because we had incredible yellowfin tuna fishing. I caught my limit of yellowfin tuna, and these fish went to almost 90 pounds. There's a lot of tuna out there right now. People have diverted away from the bluefin tuna, and they're going and targeting these yellowfin tuna. And this setup was great for that. And these fish are voracious. There's so many fish, they're eating the paint off the side of the boat. These fish are so hungry. I don't know whether there's a lack of food or what's going on, but these fish are hungry. They're attacking anything that moves out there, and you can get out there with the right rod and reel setup and the right lures, you've got a really good chance of catching your limit. One of the really effective lures for me was the Chug Norris popper. The Chug Norris, such a great lure. This lure moves a lot of water when you throw it out there. You get it out there into the zone, you can get it out away from the boat, give that thing some hard pulls, and the tuna are gonna attack this thing. Also works for wahoo, yellowtail if they're up on surface. This Chug Norris is an incredible lure. It's from Nomad. It comes in a variety of colors. Nomad is so on point right now. They're the tip of the spear when it comes to lure and bait evolution and production at this point in the game. So definitely worth checking out the Chug Norris. I want to talk about another Nomad lure. This is a brand new jig. The Nomad slide kick. I've got two colors here to show you. There's this one, and there's this blue mackerel right here. Check those out. This lure right here was extremely effective for me on that last trip. It kind of doubles as a surface iron. It's a little bit heavier than your average surface iron. It will sink a little bit faster, but if you want to keep it up on surface, just reel it fast. This thing moves great in the water, and this is a brand new concept in iron. I say that because it's got the shape of your standard offshore iron, but this lure has a rubber coating on it that the paint's not going to get scratched off as it would, say, one of your other iron lures. This thing's going to take a beating. It's going to take a licking and keep on ticking, and it's definitely a lure worth checking out. It moves great in the water, attracts a lot of fish, and if you want to let it sink for a little bit, you can get it down deep as well. But it's all about that rubber coating. I mean, this thing gets multiple strikes, whether it's from wahoo, yellowfin tuna. Even yellowfin tuna have small teeth, but those wahoo especially are so toothy. They're going to chew this thing up, and it's still going to keep its shape. It's going to keep its color. That's a brand new concept in jigs, and it's definitely something worth looking into. If you're fishing offshore, I would check this out. It's the Nomad Slide Kick. Brand new, comes in a variety of colors. Definitely worth having a look at those. Lastly, I want to talk to you a little bit about circle hooks. I'm generally a huck and wind kind of guy. I like throwing lures. I like the feeling of the lure getting attacked on the water. But when the fish aren't biting the artificials and you need to, use a little bit more finesse out there, I will throw a live bait, and I like to throw a live bait on circle hooks. I like these Gamakatsu circle hooks right here. These are the light wire circle hooks. Now, there's a lot of argument out there about light wire hooks. Plenty of people have a lot to say when it comes to light wire. Oh, they bend out, oh, they break, blah, 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 whatever. All I'm telling you is I've used light wire hooks. I've caught tuna up to 100 pounds on light wire hooks. I've had no problem with it. These hooks in particular, I love the circle hooks. There's no setting the hook with a circle hook. When you get bit, you can feel the line peeling off, flip it in gear, come tight on that fish, and this hook is gonna lock right into the side of their mouth. There's no need to go Bill Dance on those tuna. You can just come tight on them, and the circle hook is specifically designed to lock right into the side of their mouth. And the key to that too is it allows you to drop down in line size. You're not gonna get the chafing on the line. You can still use fluorocarbon with these, of course, but it allows you to avoid that hook getting stuck down in their mouth and potentially getting bit off. So circle hooks are really effective. I've gone almost exclusive with circle hooks, especially when I'm fly lining bait or fishing bait on the surface. So these Gamakatsu circle hooks are extremely effective. I try to buy a couple packs of these anytime I'm going on a trip, whether it's 2 days all the way up to 16 days, it doesn't matter. I always fill my box with circle hooks of a variety of sizes, and I prefer the smaller the better, the lighter the better, and this is a great hook option. Again, my name is Sean Sullivan. You might know me as Sully. Love talking to you guys about fishing, and anytime I go on a trip and I have some success, I love sharing the information about the gear I'm using. How did I get there? How did I get these fish on the boat? And I'm here to tell you all about it so that you too will find success out there on the water. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call one of our stores. Call us down at the main office. I'm always here to talk to you about fishing. And I know that any one of our guys at our 4 stores are more than happy to chat with you and help you get outfitted with the gear you need. So you can also find us online at fishermanswarehouse.com. Go there and check it out. And good luck on your next trip.